Hey y'all, welcome to another video Tea Talk with Nick. Y'all, let's sip on this tea together. Life be really lifing sometimes. The last video I posted, I was talking about our 30-day challenge. I'm still on my 30-day challenge. There were some things that I was feeling inside that needed my attention, right? So I realized that my frustration that I was feeling was connected to me not taking out enough time for myself. I hope y'all are excited as I am for joining this 30-day challenge because I have gained so much clarity by just taking a step back and focusing on what does Lynette want? What does Lynette needs in this season? This 30-day challenge. I thought I was going to do a whole shebang where I just come on YouTube and post every day. But no, God said, no, it's time for me to pull into Him more, to start creating what He's been placing in my spirit to create. You may have joined this channel because you want to learn how to build with God too. So in this 30-day challenge, what I have been doing is building my second business. You may not know, but I have a business now called Next Hair Creations. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I have been a licensed cosmetologist for over 20 years, but the past 5 years I have decided to do hair full time. Since I have been doing hair full time, I feel God pivoting me to do something else. So in this season, in this 30-day challenge, I am making the commitment to build what God has placed in my spirit to build. Sometimes we are frustrated and we don't know what the frustration may be or why. Sometimes your frustration can be because of delayed obedience. That was my case. I realized that sometimes you have to let go of things that you're doing, right? Sometimes you have to limit the amount of hours that you're spending on the phone, on the internet, talking to people, watching TV. Sometimes you have to simply make those sacrifices and say no to that thing so that you can prepare for this thing that God is telling you to prepare for. This what I'm learning in this season, that preparation is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that you make, that you may be intentional about what you need to do to get done. Being intentional about building that business. You have goals and dreams that you have journals about, you have books about, you have dreamed about. You may be at work thinking about that. You may be at work thinking about the dreams and the goals that you have year after year, but sometimes all they do is stay in your head. Let's get those ideas out of your head on paper and let's execute. Let's begin to prepare, because when them ideas just continuously stay in your head year after year after year, you're going to look around. You're going to see somebody else doing it. Then you're going to see somebody else doing it. Then you're going to feel like, Dad, this the idea. Why they steal my idea? But what have you done to properly prepare yourself? What have you done to start the business? What have you done to start the nonprofit? Prepare. September is the month of preparation. In this 30-day challenge that I gave myself, I decided to show up for Lynette like never before, because sometimes it's a never ending cycle that we go through where our emotions will be up and down. One season we up, the next season we down. We don't want to do life anymore. We don't want to do what we are doing. For me, I have so much creativeness within me, that I can't stay doing one thing all the time. I know I'm not alone. I know it's some of you out there too that may feel like you just can't stay still. I'm such a creative person. I make candles, I make journals, books, I have ministry that I do, and I do life coaching and also my hair business. But I created this space for builders, for creatives who want to create with God. We unpack these things together. Why you're not building with God, why you're not creating, why are you staying stuck in the same cycle year after year? Why are you holding on to that idea that God gave you? Sometimes it's because of delayed obedience. Sometimes we procrastinate because we feel like we are not enough. We feel like we are not worthy. We care about what people say. That's what I want to drive your attention to on this channel on today. You have to know that you are enough. You have to know that you are worthy. You have to know that the idea that God gave you is for you to create, for you to execute. Know that somebody else's freedom is tied to your purpose. Somebody else's freedom is tied to your obedience. Get to a place where you can stop, pause, reset, do whatever you have to do to start the business. But one thing about it, don't you give up. You keep moving, you keep making those steps. Because guess what? One step at a time. Sometimes those small baby steps that we do may not feel like much in the moment, but once you keep going and keep making those small baby steps, you will look and realize that, hey, you got momentum. More people are coming to listen to you. More people see that you are consistent and they want to know what you're talking about. What are you creating? So that's what I've been doing. I've been taking time out to prepare for my next assignment, the next place God is taking me in this 30-day challenge. I'm enjoying myself. I'm doing something in that business, in my second business, every single day so that I can prepare and I will be able to execute the vision God gave me. We don't understand why we feel stuck in cycles and holding patterns. Sometimes we don't understand why we can't muscle up enough strength to start the business or look at or just simply just build, create. Our creative side be just gone all wet all over the place. We can't create, we can't do anything because we're too distracted. And this month, this 30-day challenge, I'm getting rid of all distractions, all excuses, and I'm just focusing. I'm locked in, right? You got to simply be locked in with God, locked in on the vision that He gave you. Ask yourself this question. If you're showing up for everybody else all the time, who is showing up for you? Who is showing up for you when you need them? You running all around with your head cut off like a chicken and doing everything for everybody else, but who is showing up for you? Nobody can build the business that God gave you the vision for. Nobody can build it. You may see other people building the thing what God placed in your spirit to do, but sometimes, not sometimes, but when God give you a vision, it's for you. That means God got a community just for you. God got somebody that needs to hear your voice. In this 30-day challenge, you may be saving money. You may be on a savings plan where you just save money. You may be wanting to eat healthy or work out. Whatever your 30-day challenge is for this month, stay consistent, stay persistent, and stay disciplined. That's all I have to talk about this time, y'all. I'm excited to be back. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to Tea Talk with Ned. Until we meet again, I will see you all in the next episode.